Hey all, welcome back to our Mindful Lunch series, Thoughtful Thursday. Today we're doing a little something different. Autumn is going to show you around her office how to make a mindful office space for your home office, work, home study room. So thank you for joining. This isn't quite relaxation, but we can do our pre and post peace check. So think about from 1 to 10 how peaceful you feel right now, how calm, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Kind of give that a number. Use 6, 7, 8. Think about it. Maybe take a couple deep breaths. Okay, and we're gonna just get started here. Hi.
Alright, come on in. I'll just close the door.
So I really like the way Autumn has set up her office. It's very well decorated.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Autumn. I'm the Outreach Case Manager at Native American Lifelines of Baltimore. Today we are showing you my space, or as I like to call it, my room. I'm not sure what kind of questions you have, but any questions that you guys may have online or that you want to shoot over to Sam, let us know. Or Sam, I don't know, what's the first thing you want to ask?
I guess kind of the evolution of your design here. Did it start with 1 or 2 things? Did you have a vision?
So typically when I come into a space, thankfully when I came into this space, it was completely empty.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was I just came in and I kind of just, I don't know, looked at it.
Yeah.
And what I do for a while is I sit in that space and I try to figure out what I want to create, how I want to create it, and the best way to do it. I try to think of the spacing of the area, what different colors I would like to use. So for me, I like to use like a lot of earthy colors, like the browns, the blues. And then I like to usually give like pops of color here and there just to give it like a contrast, like I randomly have red throughout the office, also because it is a very strong color for our indigenous community. But I also wanted to match this wall color because this was already here.
It's like a light blue.
Yeah, this is more like a sea foam. It's in like the blues and greens family, but it's a very light color. So the color changes throughout the day depending on like the time of the sun, and even when you turn off the main light. So I was trying to go with that family color. So like these feathers coordinate with the wall. And then again, I have the pops of red.
Oh, it really is, the same shade in your clock.
Yeah, even the clock, like the clock was already here too, so I went with that.
Matching, and so it's not clashing.
And then also when I was trying to put the space together, when you do therapy with people and you're bringing new people in, you want to try to make the space as open as possible. Also as if like they're at home, you know, and not in the office. They want to feel comfortable, be able to open up. So I wanted to bring in a lot of warm colors too, because this blue green is like a cold color. So then I would bring in the browns and then like blankets. Like I have brought a Christmas tree because, you know, a lot of our community members, they can't afford one and they get excited to come in. I always have a different theme for each season.
I love that.
And it just, you know, it just makes them happy.
Yeah, you switch it up too, so that variety, does that help you like be more excited or feel like refreshed coming in?
Yes. So a lot of people know me in the office. I'm changing my office all the time. And only because like I always say, I like to shift with the universe, not against the universe. So I like to switch it up. My clients like it too. I always have new things in here. I like to bring in a lot of plants into the office. These put off more oxygen, and they also help to like cleanse the air in the office as well. It gives it more of like a home touch.
Definitely.
And then of course I have a lot of our indigenous artifacts that helps for, you know, a lot of our community members to like relate to, like for the poster board, for example, like a lot of my community members like to come in and they're like, oh, well, I'm from, you know, this area, and they like to see like the original names, not the colonialized version of it. So it's a lot of fun, and it starts off, you know, like a good conversation. I don't like to have anything on my desk.
Yeah, a lot of space here.
I don't, maybe it's just me, but less clutter is better, because the more clutter you have in your office, the more cluttered your brain is going to be. So I like to have a clean space. I like to pretend I'm not at the office, so like you don't see any printers anywhere, you don't see any, you know, anything like that. I have my laptop, and that's it.
It's adorable little fake typewriter.
Oh yeah,
So
my
cute.
pretend one with my pen holder.
It's the little touches, you know, like it looks like almost like a showroom. Like
I like to bring in like lots of different stuff. Like for instance, like if I have new clients coming in or they're really anxious, like depending on who it is, I'll have them come sit right up on the desk with me. And if it seems like they're anxious, like I'll just throw this in their face and they're like, oh, what is that? And I'm like, it's cool, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's good to have different visuals and fidgets. Like everybody can benefit from that.
Yeah, and then they get to sit there and, you know, just like look at it for a little bit, and, you know, they think it's the coolest thing since sliced pie. So.
Autumn, do you follow any of those like home decorating shows, or if you're into that?
I love watching Fixer Upper. But like that's more of me. Like I like to fix and build things, but decorating, of course, is fun as well. I definitely get a lot of my taste is the same as Joanna's, basically. I just don't have the money to do it.
Yeah, I mean it takes money. So what do you say for people maybe they think this looks so great and maybe it's overwhelming to get started, like how to start out and maybe how to get good deals price-wise too.
Right. So I would start off small. Like the first thing that I would do is to ask yourself, you know, what do you like? What brings you comfort? And then you kind of build from there. Like a lot of this stuff is from my house. I mean, some of it was from the office, but a lot of it, like I brought from home to try to tie in everything. Once you figure out like what you like, whether it's chic, modern, country modern, or you like classic, or you like bold, you know, like huge different colors, start from there, and then after that you can build in little things. So for me, I like the like modern but country warm vibe. I don't even know what you call it. So like that's why I have my plants, or like this is my dog, you know, he brings me comfort. I bring in a lot of like woody stuff to help tie in other stuff.
You need a lot of brown and wood with the blue pops of red, and it's not like the pops of color are like fairly subtle. It really goes well together.
That's what I would say. And then from there, so think about what you like in a space, and then from there pick colors, and then from there I would start with like, I don't know, little things like maybe like a small picture. It doesn't have to be ginormous. Even if you're nervous about putting them on the wall, you can always lay them on the floor first and see if you like it, how the setup is, and then put it up.
I'm kind of looking at the size of your space, the color of the walls, and think about, I'd say, your favorite two colors, maybe using a different shade. You might find a painting or something at home that inspires the space, right? One or two things like, I love this. Okay. I was also thinking, did you want to talk at all about sage, incense, essential oils that you do?
Absolutely. And then before we move
Yeah.
on, so instead of like 2 colors, we
Mhm.
like to go off of 3 colors.
3, right, okay.
So pick 3 colors, and then what you can either go darker or lighter. It just helps to bring in more of your creativity.
That's a good tip.
But yeah, so another thing that I like to do is like when our community members come in, depending on the circumstance, like some of our community members come in and, you know, they just need a good cleansing.
Yeah.
Others just like to burn sage just to smell it because they don't have a safe space to do so. So this is just, sorry, this is,
That's a nice shell.
I think this one is the desert sage, but I have white sage in my desk
Okay.
that I keep. I do allow my community members to use this. I have my own for my personal uses. I also burn incense to help cleanse the space. And then, you know, if maybe like people like the smell of candles, I use a lot of like lavender, lilac. When I do, you know, ceremony with our community members, sometimes we lay down cedar or we will burn sage depending. And then I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much it. But when you're using all of that stuff, you need to be mindful of what it can do. Like burning incense, you know, or sage or cedar or tobacco. Some of our community members are sensitive. So burning too much of it is not good. I like to crack my windows so it's not overwhelming. I know which items to use and which items not to use depending on the client. So that's definitely like a good discussion to have with someone if you have people coming in and out. And then keeping your office clean. I cannot stress this
It's important.
I like to keep my space clean anyways, but then we have COVID.
Very
and then
clean.
also I have a few community members who are allergic to dust. So I'm constantly wiping things down, even cleaning the windows. You can get residue from the sage
If
or
they have
anything like that.
pets and they're coming in with pet dander on them.
Yeah, if you have your office at home and you have animals coming in and out. I always wanted a fish, but I don't have one yet.
I could see that being a good addition
I'm
here.
telling you, man, I'm gonna put Fred right here. Everyone's gonna
Fred.
love him.
Be cute.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's too much or if you have any other questions or I don't know.
That's good. I really, I appreciate the tour and information. Any tips for like where people can get more affordable materials, incense,
For
other
as far as like medicine?
ritual medicine, places you like.
So there's Wandering Bull. We usually use that site. Personally, like I grow my own sage or I will go collect my own cedar. And then I'll, you know, gift it to someone in the community. Like if they don't have those resources close to them or sweetgrass.
Is it easy to grow that sage, sweetgrass?
It is. There are several different types of sage, so it just depends on where you are,
Right.
where you live, and then your resources. I just grow like just regular herbal, you know, sage in my garden, and then I dry it out and bundle it up. I wait till midsummer for sweetgrass, and then I sneeze my butt off because it makes me sneeze. But it gets so long. But Wandering Bull is a good site. There's a couple of other ones. We could put resources or like links.
That's a good idea.
In the chat or in an email or whatever works. And then like, so a lot of stuff that you see, it may feel overwhelming, but a lot of this was gifted to me. It was either gifted to me, I found it at like Goodwill, like a lot of this is like hand-me-downs.
Goodwill does have a lot of nice art and decor.
Walmart. You don't have to
Consignment.
go to like an expensive store. I mean, a lot of the stuff in here, like I made, like me and my son, like we painted this picture together. I was gifted this eagle feather. This was also gifted to me.
But it all has meaning. Reminds you of a
Yeah.
person, activity, you know, and that also brings joy to the space.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Yeah.
Do you want to put on me and I'll just close?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you, Autumn, again so much for inviting us into your space. I hope you all have some good ideas for making your space more comfortable, mindful. Let's close with another couple deep breaths. You know, go back to your day. I hope you feel more peaceful. So think about that scale 1 to 10. How peaceful you feel right now, how calm. Maybe you were stressed before, but now you've taken a little break. And hopefully you're feeling 1 or 2 points calmer. Next week, we're planning on a live Zoom with a guest speaker, Maria, on aromatherapy. That'll be exciting. And we're going to do some good things in the future. So thanks for being here. And